Woohoo! Look at this. I like to take a wee walk into Dobby's Garden Centre. This is just in a place called Doon. Let's have a wee look inside. I love looking at the greenhouses and outhouses. Oh, look at him. Hey fella, you lost. Somebody's been having a go at him. Probably a pterodactyl or something. This is a nice greenhouse. Very big. Wow. Amazing. Look at this beautiful land all round about. No, I'm just looking, thanks. You're just having a wee cuppa? Oh, no bother. I love these wee, look at this one. This is lovely. Just, oh, I like this. This building starts from 2999. This building is displayed as 3549. Oh, I like this. Nice and warm. There's a bigger one. Oh, this is nice. I like this. 3999 4649. Or you could buy this very one for 3506. Bargain. I love these. I really like that one. I love the wood. Go back and give you a wider shot. Look at that. That is nice. There's a nice kind of octagonal one. That's nice as well. Although I do prefer the wooden doors of the other one. Sliding doors. Not a great deal of workspace, but not bad. I definitely prefer that middle one there. Nice big shed, look at this. Oh, this is lovely. 15, what is it, 12 feet by 8 feet. Prices as displayed, 4998, 5,000 for this one. And here's a kind of composite one, plastic kind of composite. Oh, this one's 21,000. Oof. That's not much less than the price I paid for my first ever flat. Look at this. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, it's a proper room, this. Only 9,500 this one. Look at that roof. Nice. Do look, there's a nice one. It's 11.5. I do like that one there. I'd have that one and that greenhouse further up. There's another one. I have a nice wee bar in here. I'm the next display model. 19,000. Wow. They're not cheap, but they're beautiful. It's just a garage. A double garage. That one's 13,250. with a side door, double garage. The prices are alright actually. Nice wee small one. Bit cramped. Oh, I like this. What do you call this? A greenhouse. Look at it. It's just quite sturdy. You can sit there, working away, potting the plants. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This one is 25,000. You can actually buy this and have it as a wee house. Got a bed in it, a TV, couch, a wee cooker, wee fridge. There's another one. 21,700. Anyway, that's my favourite wee greenhouse. These stone ornaments. It's at £56. Oh, these are nice, look at these. And these. That's nice. The Easter Island head. Very nice. You will always find me in the garden at parties. Alright, I know it's a kitchen, but... Feeding time. Silver sharks. Look at the wee neon Tetris.
Hi, you're right there?
Yep.
No worries, if you need anything, just give me a
Thanks very much. Thank you. These are little landers. Goldfish. Fantail goldfish. Look at that. Look at that one. Oh, look at this. It's a Demogorgon. I love these. Look at that. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Vintage railway posters. Look at these. Countryside memories. I've got plenty of them. With selection boxes in already. Halfway through September. Box of the biscuits, anybody? Look at these. Look at these. Very nice. Nice presentation. Chocolate chip biscuits. All your fancy oils. Olio di Castello. And into Lakeland. Nice wee pizza ovens. Uni. 349. 299. Nice. Always enjoy having a wee look around that shop. Well, both shops. Dobie's and Lakeland. Anyway, this is just a stop off to where we're going today. So it's back to the kit up. So it's back to the car to continue the journey. loads of B&Bs up here. The Abbotsford. You can buy signs. There's some great walks here as well. I've actually got my walking boots in the boot, so we'll see how the day goes. I might go a wee walk. And here we are coming into the town. Tight. Toy museum. There's a co-op for supplies. Oh, it's closed, it's getting work done to it. Craig's Hotel. The old ghost sign up there in Waverley Hotel. Well, maybe it's not a ghost sign, maybe it's just painted. Great shops here. I'll show you the shops. We'll walk along the road. Loads of nice cafes and gift shops. Charity shops. We'll just park down here. Just as you get to these lights at the end of the road, really, the Dreadnought, that's the Dreadnought, that white hotel. Just as you get here, you can either go left or you can go right. There's a car park either way. We'll go left because this takes you down to the river. We'll get in here. If we can get a space, it looks quite busy. Oh, there's a few there. Very busy. Pay and display, I think. Yeah, pay it machine. See the fishermen there getting their nets ready, their rods ready, sorry. I'll just go in where he's come out, that's just ideal. And you'll be able to see the river down there. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's £2.60 to park here for 2 hours. That should pay me just now because we're going to be moving away to a different place later. Look at this. The fisherman. Hello wee guy, how are you? He's hoping I've got some tidbits, but I've not got anything yet. Maybe seagulls. Gorgeous bridge up there. I'm going to go up to here and turn around and let you see this view. Look at this view. Isn't that tremendous? That's a great restaurant over there. It was a Chinese, I don't know if it still is. It's absolutely beautiful. But it looks like the mayor's in town. Look at this. Car park's right here. It looks right down onto that. Just round the bend there, and then out here you can see the hills. Look up there. It's just such a beautiful town. We'll head up and walk along the main street. See if we can see a wee place to have a bite to eat. So that's the Dreadnought Hotel. And if you just look up there on the top, you'll see their little emblem. Do you see that man there? Yeah, that's still a Chinese restaurant. Just passed by this shop here, look. All the Christmas stuff's in already. Sorry. And look at this town. Look at this main street. That, by the way, is an absolute fantastic chippy. That'll be absolutely stowed by the end of the day at tea time. The Old Bank. The Old Bank's a great pub. A nice coal fire in there in the winter. Look at this bakery. It doesn't have a name. But look at this. Look at those loaves. Look at that. And they sell all these pies and cakes. And, oh, I'll be getting in there soon. And of course it's got your usual chains, Costa coffee. Of course it's all the same when you come to these wee towns. Stick to the local shops, support the economy. Callender Woolen Mill. Scottish towns all seem to have one of these as well.
Can't be getting out of that shop. Must be a good stuff, man.
Stitchcraft. Callender Meadows. I don't know what that is, that? Restaurant with rooms. There you are. The menu. Looks very posh to me. Very posh. Creative calendar. Creative in calendar. Oh, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. I love people that can make beautiful things out of driftwood. Sometimes when I was on the beach in the summer, I saw a guy in a van and he collects driftwood and makes gorgeous things. Well, I never saw the end result, but he said he's got a shop. Heather McDermott. She looks like homemade jewellery and the likes. Yeah. Okay. Well, this place looks as if it's seen better days. Maybe a business opportunity for someone. Look at that up there. Amazing. And onwards we go. Now another building for sale. This branch is now closed, yeah. It used to be the Bank of Scotland, I think. But if you come to Callender for a day out and you feel the need to have your nails done or a spa, here's a place to go. Across the road there's the Visitor Information Centre. Here's another baker. Let's have a look in the window. Look at those meringues. Oh my goodness. Look at those. Oh, look at those potato scones. Main Street Bakery. Looks very busy, that's a good sign. Here's a little Callender Square. A monument of someone. What's this? Oh, it's VJ Day, Victory in Japan. The men from this town and parish who died in the service of our country in the Great War. First World War, 1914, 1919 does that say? Okay. These be the souls to whom high valour gave glory undying, and there's their names. We'll have a look, there's their names. There they are. Every town you'll see, you know, there's more names here. Their name liveth forevermore. There's more names. All the ones that died in the war, the Great War. 1914, 1918. They gave their youth for honour and for God, and so they grow not old. Good that they're remembered. Okay. Look at this, the Callender Jazz and Blues Festival is coming on the 2nd of October to the 5th of October. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In that church maybe? Well, maybe not, that church is for sale. Coming to Callender anyway, we'll have a look at that sign when we go the other side of the road. Callender Gift Company. This is new since the last time I was here. Here's the sign for the Loch Katrine Cruises. I was up at the cruises in a previous video. I think it was the Aberfoyle one. Look at him there. Very handsome. And there's a big giant teddy bear. Very nice, that looks nice, that shop. Callender Gift Company. All sorts. The Courtyard Coffee House. There it is there. There's a website if you want to see about it. Another coffee house there. Here's another bar. Barber's Top Cut. James Bain Toys and Gifts Fishing Tackle. This is like your old fashioned toy shop. These are the kind of toys I would have loved as a wee kid. It's all electronic stuff now. Cancer research. 3 small plates with mates, £15. Never mind mates, say 3 small plates with just 2 meat. And there it is, the Waverley. Cask Ales, Hidden Beer Garden, local malt whisky. Down there. I think the toilets are down there actually. On South Church Street. The toilet block's down there, I'm quite sure. I'm coming kind of near the end of the shops. But I want to try and find this guest house called the Linley. And I'll tell you a story about it. Here's another eatery. This is new because it was established in 2018. Well, I've not been since at least then, I don't think. Another wee tea room. The Puddingstone Place. Right, so this guest house was one of these houses across the road, but I don't see the sign anymore. There used to be a sign sticking out saying Linley Guest House. I'll see if it's a bit further up. They've maybe sold up and moved on. It's a busy street, I tell you. I think it's a gateway to, you know, the Trossachs. You can see the hills away in the distance. See them up there? Right, so I'm quite sure it was one of these houses here. I think the sign's away. The Heather House. It was round about here. Yeah, it was round about here. The Dalgare House Hotel. The back bar. That looks good. Live music every weekend. Live sport on widescreen. Cocktails. Large pool table, darts. Relax with a coffee. Cocktails from 5 PM. Beer garden. Greg's Bistro open Monday to Friday from 5 PM. There you go. There's their menu. That's their daytime, and here's their evening menu. Evening menu. Yeah, what do you think of that? Right next to the toy museum. Please come in, we are opened. Toy museum collector shop. £4 for an adult, £2 for a child. There's an Indian as well. Love Indian food. The Crags Hotel, Crags Bar, cocktails. This is me going down the other side of the road, incidentally. Look at those hills in the distance. Unbelievable. Look at this is nice. And there's your wee hardware store. Closed shop, another business opportunity, someone. The Atrium Cafe. That does look nice. Posh clothes. Barber Willie's. And there's the Atrium's menu. Macmillan Wine Shop. The little bike. That's the way you used to deliver things back in the day. Stock clearance £500. What, that bike is £500. Regatta. A moving mannequin. Strathcarron Hospice. Charity shop. I like a good charity shop, me. And then another wee coffee shop. The Ancaster. That looks really nice. Smells amazing. Right, now it's this wee shop here in the corner, the Old Fudge Shop. This is amazing, this shop. You can get ice cream in here, fudgies. Look at the window display. Look at that. Look at that there. Oh, amazing. I don't know if you can see through the reflection. The butler serving the sweeties. It is in there, it's absolutely brilliant. Over here, more your kind of practical shops, your opticians, hair salon, pharmacy, Calendar Connect. Calendar shortbread available from the Old Fudge Shop. Look at this sign here, look at that. And look at him. Have you heard of him? Rob Roy. What do you think? Was he a hero or a villain? Audio and visual display inside. I'll tell you one thing, when this truck was by, when they made Rob Roy and Braveheart, I think they got the two actors mixed up. Liam Neeson should have played William Wallace, because William Wallace was way tall. Some say he was even 7 feet tall. He's at least 6.5. And Rob Roy was a wee short dumpy guy. Muscular. So Mel Gibson should have played him. Look at those hills. Absolutely amazing. There's another business opportunity at Was Spice Delight. Closed. Treats and stores. What's that? Place of Care, Christian Care for Body and Soul. I think that's a charity shop. Barbers. Footwear. Fancy footwear. The Crown, food served Monday to Friday. And it is live music every Saturday from 9 o'clock, dog friendly. There's their menu. Try finding a service here. You can have a look and pre-plan your journey. And there's who's coming on. We'll just get into September, there's who's playing. Them and them. Of course, Costa Coffee, we'll give that a miss, that's a chain. We're not interested in chains. No, not us. Certainly not when we visit wee Scottish towns. The old bank, as I say, it's closed on Tuesdays due to staff shortage. Well, this is Tuesday. But as I say, I've been in there, I've got a beautiful coal fire. So when you get in a cold winter's day or evening, it's amazing. So we're almost back to where we started. There's the Dreadnought Hotel. I've stayed in there before. We'll walk up and I'll show you the big huge car park here. There's the Dreadnought. Looks as if it's still in operation. We'll go over and have a look. There used to be a company called Easy Brakes. I don't know if you remember them. Well, it was an Easy Brakes holiday I came on. I think it was just one night or maybe 2 nights. But that's it there. Ah, there's girls in hoovering. So it must be still in the go. Look at that is, that's new. Flats. They're lovely looking. And there's the big car park and there's a toilet block there as well. I think you pay for all the toilets here, mind you, but that's them. Look at all those trees up there. And look at the gorgeous stained glass windows on the Dreadnought. Don't know if it's showing up in the camera. They're absolutely lovely. The place is all painted, the stonework's all been cleaned. Yeah, I reckon there's been a bit of money spent on this. I think if I remember correctly, the hotel was in a wee bit of a rundown state when I was there. It was a long time ago. I think Easy Brakes was a kind of cheap company. You could get a cheap weekend, cheap Friday night, Saturday night, and I think that's why, is because they used hotels that were like, you know, past their best. It was a good cheap way to get to a wee town, stay the night without breaking the bank, you know. Okay, I'll go back to the car and then get organised, and then I'm going to go and get something to eat. A cup of tea or something. Look how busy the car park is now. I mean, this is a Tuesday afternoon, lunchtime in September. Bearing in mind that the Scottish kids are back at school. Shows you how popular the place is. Seagulls everywhere. I take it it's because of that river. It's got salmon in it. That's what that fisherman along there in the blue said, he's fishing for salmon. There's all the ducks. Well fed, I take it. There's actually a nice wee walk round there. We'll go round there later. At first, I need a bite to eat. Scottish deli. What can I say? The food was absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend it. I couldn't decide whether the jam went on first or the cream went on first. So in order not to split decisions, I've done one of each. What did you think? Personally, I preferred the jam on first, then the cream. I'm looking up at the sky up there. It looks as if the weather's closing in. So I don't think I'll be going up there today. Look at these gorgeous dogs. I don't know how I missed this shop earlier, but this is a great wee shop as well. An ice cream shop. Look at that chippy. Oh, jam-packed already. That's just lunchtime. Look at those hills. Trees covering the hills. This is me heading back to the car park. Now I had 2 hours of car parking and I've still got half an hour left. And that's me being walked up and down Callendar Main Street twice. Once for filming and once just without the camera. I've had a bite to eat and I've still got half an hour, so 1.5 hours that took. Gives you a kind of time scale if you want to come and spend a few hours here in Callendar. Look at all the bird life now. Seagulls, because people are eating fish and chips now. The smell of fish and chips hangs in the air. Let's take a wee walk round here since we've got half an hour to spare. Ah, shut up. Noisy thingy. Don't know if you can see over the other side of the river, but there's a family of swans. I think it's swans and ducks, all just sitting there, away from humans, because that's a wee kind of island bit in the middle, I think. Look at all the motorhomes that all pull up here. Look at the view. Down there. The water's quite high up here. Gorgeous wee path along here. So let me tell you about this Linley guest house that I stayed at. It was 1988, I think it was, yeah. A wasp. Getting attacked. Yeah, it was 1988, I stayed there, and we were just in bed settling down for the night. Now, I think it was winter time. Yeah, it was, I think it was December. I'm sure it was a wee holiday, we went in December 88. Yeah, anyway, so it was December. Hardly anybody there. It wasn't as busy obviously as you've seen today, so we stayed there in the Linley guest house. We were settling down for the night in bed, and we could hear a man singing in the next room in the style of Elvis. He was belting out like Elvis. I think he was playing the guitar as well, and we were listening thinking, nah, that was quite good, but when is he going to stop? Anyway, he finally stops and we go to sleep. In the morning we go down for breakfast. It was a bed and breakfast, as I said, and the wee old lady came out and gave us our breakfast, and we happened to say to her, we were enjoying listening to your fellow guest, our fellow guest playing Elvis, singing like Elvis. And she says, "Yous are the only people here." I says, "Oh, it must be next door." Maybe it was next door then. She says, "There's nobody next door, the house is all closed up." I says, "Well, maybe the other side, maybe." "No." She says, "No, there's nobody there either. It's only here. It's only me and you two, and that's it." So maybe Elvis isn't dead. Maybe he had a wee holiday in Calendar in 1988.
I'm all shook up.
Right, I better get back to the car. My time's nearly up. I've got just under 10 minutes. When you come to Callendar, no trip is complete without driving that extra half hour further up to look at these beautiful falls. Woohoo! Look at this! This is the Falls of Docker. Now that is a bench that just must get sat on, for there is its view. You can just feel the power of that water in your body. Similar to last week when I was at the air show and the typhoon flew past, I could feel it throughout my body. Well, that's the same feeling here. And just look at this. This is the epitome of Scotland. It's great because as you walk along the side of the road, there's these little breaks in the wall for you to step down and have a view of these falls. There's a few of them going along. Head down here. This is just breathtaking. And would you look at that? A tree. Hold on, this truck goes by. Where that man is over there, that's a tree growing out in the middle of all that. Amazing. There's another one of these breaks in the wall. Let's get down. These steps. Very uneven, so just be careful. You need to have your wits about you down here. Waterfalls over there, up there, down there, everywhere. Step over. Wow. Can I jump this? Look at this. That's just amazing. Look at that. The water just pouring everywhere, trundling down the rocks with great power. There's water just racing out from every nook and cranny. Down here, look at the speed of that. Down that waterfall, snaking round, off to join the rest. The power of the water turning this wheel. One of the very most ancient methods of power production. Water, of course. The river in. And it's here, it's beautiful. Outside seating area. Although I don't think we'll get the weather much longer for outside seating. Look at that house up there. Imagine having that view out your back garden. If you do take a trip to Callendar, it's an absolute must. You do the extra half-hour drive further up towards Drumkit to see these brilliant falls yourself. It's an experience you have to have in your life if you're